Hey everybody, I'm Amber Olson Rourke. I'm the Chief Sales and Marketing Officer at Neora, and I want to welcome you to our first of our series of Real People, Real Results. We are interviewing some people that use Neora products and participated in our 90-day challenge. Our 90-day challenge is where we ask everyday people who use our products to take their before picture before using the products, and then 90 days after, take their after, because we love documenting customers' journey and what they experience. So you're going to get to hear the story behind those pictures. So every quarter we have new winners, and there's a $3,000 prize, a $1,000 prize, and a $500 prize. So I'm so excited to introduce to you one of our first place winners who's going to share her story of her 90-day transformation and beyond, Sharon Risk. Welcome, Sharon.
Hi, Amber. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to hear more about your story. So let's just start from the very beginning. How did you even come to learn about Neora's products?
Well, I was on Facebook one day, and I had became friends with one of my somebody I met in Columbus years ago, Tammy Manley, and she was posting a lot about her experience with using the Neora products. So, and she would post a lot of before and afters and just about her clients, her, customers, and, that she's a brand partner and how much she loved the product. And, I was just blown away by her results. She's around my same age. She does love the sun. And I just thought, her skin looks really awesome, just, seeing her before and after. So I reached out to her, and, we started chatting, and she's like, yeah, stop, come by my house, and, I'll let you, try it out and, see what you think.
Awesome. So what products did you end up trying?
Well, I asked her advice of like what she uses and what would be good for me to start with. And I actually ended up getting, I can't think of the name of the kit. It's the one with the face wash, the day-night cream, the Illuma Boost, and the eye serum. I think that was with
the advanced skincare set.
Advanced skincare set. Yes. Exactly.
Okay. Yes. That's like the holy grail.
Exactly. And I thought, if I'm going to try it, I want to try it all. And so I started with that. And of course, I fell in love with pretty much all of the products because I loved the face wash, and and just thought the routine was very easy. Tammy told me how to use it, so that's what I started with.
So you took your before picture, and then walk me through 90 days later, you took your after picture. What did you notice in your skin and the transformation in your skin over that 90-day period? And what did you notice when you sat there and looked at those pictures?
Well, the first thing I noticed was just my skin seemed really dry, and it just seemed that no matter what I used, I wasn't really seeing the results. So I noticed that my dryness went away. It was, just soft, really soft, smooth. It was smoothing the lines. I noticed right away, especially with the eye serum, the lines, under my eyes and around my eyes, just really changed a lot and brightened my face felt and looked brighter. And after 3 months, noticed it, or 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, and it just kept getting better and better. And I will say my girls, they're not super complimentary all the time, but they're pretty good, but they're in their 20s, and they even said, told me, Mom, your face looks really good. Like, they noticed it. And, that's not something they would normally, say. They say you look nice, but they did say they noticed a big difference in my face.
That's awesome. And then, how about just like your confidence in your skin and being able to, have a more of a bare face or not as much makeup? Did you, how did that change for you?
Oh yeah. That's probably one of my most favorite things is I noticed as I'm 57, and I just noticed, I was trying, different foundations, just how to make my face look better, and just always trying to search for that holy grail, foundation. And anytime I used any kind of foundation, it would kind of just like settle into the cracks and it makes you look older. And I love, love, love that I don't wear foundation anymore. I really only wear, eyebrow powder and a little bit of lipstick, and I'm out the door. And I'm not a high maintenance person, so I would always be like, oh, I've got to put makeup on. Now I just wash my face, put my day cream on, throw some lipstick on, and I'm ready to go. And I love the simplicity of that. Like I just love that. And it doesn't rub off on your clothes. Like if you're wearing a turtleneck or, something that comes up high. So that is my most favorite part. Just saying that statement, my skincare is my foundation. I love that.
I love that. It is so, so true, right? Nothing looks better than the foundation of great skin. That's awesome. So, I would love to know, compared to other things you maybe had tried in the past, and how did this compare, your experience with Neora's products?
So my husband is an anesthesiologist, and he worked at a plastic surgery center. So I had access to a lot of procedures, or and a lot of high priced products. And so I would go for a facial, and I had Botox maybe once or twice. But I did try some of the products there, and I never really ever saw the results. And they'd always say, like, just use like, tiny bit, and, it'll go a long way. And it just seemed like I was using so little, I could barely like get the coverage on my, anywhere, like all over my face. And I'm thinking, this doesn't seem to be working for me. So I'd get frustrated. And so when I started using Neora, I was like, finally, I found something that I love, and it's working. So there's, two great things with that. So finally found it. So happy.
That's awesome. Well, we loved so much hearing your experience with Neora's products and learning a little bit about you, the real person behind the real results. So thank you so much for sharing your journey with Neora's products. And I think you inspired everyone to look as fabulous as you do in their natural skin. So thank you so much, Sharon.